Hello everyone, my name is Devin, and thank you for tuning to my channel, Devin's Mastermind. So I'm gonna get into that. Georgia's one of the best teams in the league, what I just wanted to tell y'all, it looks like Georgia's the #1 team in the nation, and I think they have a real shot at going to the national championship. But for them to do that, Alabama's gonna have to lose to Mississippi State this week, so that would be good, because then Alabama will go 7-2, and they would probably drop to like top 10 in the rankings, and then Georgia will be #1 and all that. So that's why I think that Georgia should win the national championship, is how that should happen. And then the Bills. So now I want to get into the Buffalo Bills. As y'all know, they beat the Chiefs 38-20. I think they're one of the best teams in the NFL right now. I think they will go to the Super Bowl, because the Chiefs are looking bad on defense and offensively. They keep having turnovers. They getting a lot of injuries. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, the running back, got hurt. So it's a lot. It's a lot of animosity with the Chiefs and all that. So I think the Bills will go to the Super Bowl. It'll be the Bills and the Buccaneers for that Super Bowl championship. I'm going with the Bills on that, because I don't think nobody really can beat Tom Brady and the Bucs, really, because this man literally played the Dolphins team, and this man passed for 411 yards and 5 touchdowns, still at the age of 44. Like, come on now. Like, that's not impossible, because you can pass for 5 touchdowns, 400 yards anytime. It's just that you need to do. It's just that the dude still do that at the age of 44 is just crazy. And I don't believe nobody really has a good chance of beating the Buccaneers in the NFC. If you'd ask me, I think the best team to beat the Buccaneers is the Rams. I still don't really have trust in the Cardinals as much. So, yeah. And then, as y'all know, Alabama lost to Texas A&M. That was one of the best. I think that was one of the best upsets in college football this year. As y'all know, Alabama's defense looked bad, but Bryce Young still had a great day with 369 passing yards and 3 or 4 touchdowns on the INT. So he looked good himself, but Alabama has a lot of concerns defensive-wise and all that. So, yeah. And also, I wanted to get into, as y'all know, college football and the NBA, college basketball and the NBA starting the next few days. And as y'all know, Kyrie Irving is hurt. Well, he's not hurt. I mean, he didn't want to get the vaccine, so now they're not going to pay him. And if I'm getting paid all this money in the NBA, and they're saying to do that is to get vaccinated, I'm going to get vaccinated. I don't really care what they say, what other folks might say, but come on now, like, you're getting paid $1 million to $1 billion, and you can't even at least get the vaccine. I mean, so he's not going to be playing in no home games, is what they kind of keep saying. And then, yeah, that's about it for that. So Kevin Durant and James Harden, it might be hard for them, because it's supposed to be the big three. It's not really the big two. It's not the big three, because now Kyrie Irving's out, or he doesn't want to get the vaccine. Now we won't. The Brooklyn Nets are probably not likely going to be the championship favorite. It's the Lakers, because they got so many dudes, and all their dudes are vaccinated, I'm sure, too. And I also want to get into John Gruden. As y'all know, they said something about in the 2011 email that he resigned as a head coach because of what was going on at that time. So he had sent a bad email to like Demore Smith, this black dude, and then Roger Goodell, the NFL commissioner, and he was saying that it was to the NFL commissioner, Roger Goodell, but I know he tried to change the subject because he knew he had did wrong. So that's John Gruden's fault. And as y'all know, a few days ago he had resigned as a head coach. So now the Raiders have a lot of questions. They already have a lot of questions anyway, because they're 3-2. They just lost to a Bears team, and then they lost to the Chargers, which is a team that's really doing good. And I think they got a great quarterback in Justin Herbert. But the thing is, the Raiders just have a lot of questions to ask, period. I mean, they haven't won a championship since like the 1980s. That's the last time the Raiders won a championship. And then the last time they had went to the championship was in 2003, but they had lost to the Buccaneers 48-28. And if y'all didn't know, John Gruden was a head coach then for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and he was a head coach for the Raiders for like 4 years and then he was the Tampa Bay head coach from 2002 to 2008, and now in 2017 is, I think, or 2018 is when he had took the head coach starting job. So that's a lot there. And then I also want to get into I think the Chargers are a Super Bowl contender. How they've been looking, I mean, like I just told y'all, Justin Herbert's a great quarterback, almost 400 yards, 4 touchdowns, and no interceptions. I think he should be in the MVP race because he is one good quarterback. He is a really good quarterback. As y'all know, he came out of Oregon. He played in the Pac-12 Championship, won 37-15 against the Utah Utes, and then he played in the Wisconsin Rose Bowl, won 28-27. You know, he had rushed, I think, for like 3 touchdowns in that game, so he's a really great quarterback and all that stuff. So, and last but not least, I think it's one more thing I want to talk about. As y'all know, the Falcons, you know, the Falcons suck. I don't know why they're wanting to win now against the Jets. They really should be 0-17 right now, or starting 0-5, but now they're 2-3. And it just gets me how you know, like how the Falcons, it's like they want to win now. Like, y'all should have been one. And the teams that they're beating, they're sucky teams. They're not great teams. It's just like a Giants, Jets, Miami Dolphins, teams like that. It's not like teams like the Buccaneers, the Rams, the Cardinals, whoever you want to put in, whoever you think is good. But it's like the Falcons always wants to win after the fact when they should have been winning before the fact. But yeah, that's all I wanted to get into today, and that's about it. And thank you for tuning to my channel, David's Mastermind.